Okay, I hope that this does better than my last video because I just recorded one and I realized that I wasn't recording the whole time. So, we're doing this again. First time for you, second time for me. So I guess this kind of gave me, I did a little warm up. That's what we're going to call it, a warm up. So today we're going to be creating a Facebook account for your churches, which is super, super exciting. It's going to take your church from its own little building into the great world of the internet. So that's awesome. We are going to start with logging into your Facebook account. Whoever the admin is can do this. This was the one that I had created earlier, and I'm actually going to make another one because I am an imbecile. I just feel like it's easier for me to walk you through how to create one by creating one myself. So to start off with, as far as creating one, you only need to start off with one admin, and I will show you how to add another admin later, because it's always good to have at least 3 admin, just to kind of have, so the responsibility is not on one sole person. And there's some people that have better technological things than others. Like Rob's really good at doing the live stream, and I am not, and managing all that kind of stuff. So we're going to start at your homepage. This is what my homepage looks like. We're going to go to this menu right here. It may look different. You can also go to this pages right here, and you'll be able to create it from here. But this is where I feel like it is the most easy. So this is just a desktop preview. This is where your page name is. The page name and the category are both required, but the bio is optional. We're going to put Episcopal Church because it's nice and easy and I don't know how to spell. Good thing for spell check. Category, Episcopal Church. You can also put religious. I think you just put church, actually. Just regular church. And religious organization should come up also. Like I said, the bio is optional. Whenever you're creating a bio, you're going to want something short and sweet and like, I don't know, Episcopal Church of Eden, North Carolina, or Episcopal Church of Madison, or Reidsville, North Carolina, Rockingham County if you want to get specific. And you can put your services times, like on Sunday at 10 a.m. or Wednesday at 7 p.m. is when we have our services. But we're going to do that later, so I'm going to create the page like this. I do of Eden. Great page. Okay. This is my first one that I had not recorded myself recording. So, next on the list, you're going to put the contact. If you have a website, that's awesome. If you don't, you can skip this part. And of course the phone number, you're going to want your facility's phone number. Email, you just want a good, nice email. I'm just going to put ours, which is church at epiphanyeden.org. Whenever a location is super important when you do have a brick and mortar facility, because that's how people know that you are a physical site that people can go to. This isn't something that's a requirement because there are a lot of like online businesses that uses this, and that's fine. As far as your hours are concerned, you can put no hours, or you can put that your office hours so that people know when it's a good time to call you, or email you or whatever. If you're always open 24/7 and available, that's awesome. If you just want to put your service times, that's totally okay too. Right now, I'm just going to put no hours available just because. And you can always do that part later if you wish. You can just kind of get through the basics. Whenever you get to this part, we're going to do customizing the page. For your profile picture, I recommend just using like a picture of your church so that it's something that's recognizable to someone. Like if someone sees your church online and they're like, oh, I want to go there, and they type in the address, and it might be like in a downtown location, or it might be like they want to make sure they're at the right spot, so you want to make sure that it is a picture of your church. I don't think I have a picture of my church on here, but I'm just going to add a photo so it doesn't look blank. And for the cover photos, this would be good to put like a picture of your pastor, or a picture of your vestry, or people together, or maybe even like a really cool sign that you have in your front yard, or a cool quote, or something of that nature. You're going to want to add an action button, and this is different based on whatever your business is. Since we are going to do it for churches, we can just do a contact us, or a we'll do contact us or send message, just so that it allows people the option to know that we are open to communication and we want them to message us, or we want them to book with us, or whatever, whatever it may be. Sorry if I kind of ran through that. This WhatsApp thing, don't worry about it. It's like a new thing that they're trying to integrate that we do not need to do right now. It's for people who like want to start a business but don't want to use their personal number, so they get a WhatsApp number. It's like a whole app or whatever. You as the admin have the opportunity to use your friends list to connect to your church. If you have like parishioners that are already in your friends list that you want to invite to be a part of your church, that's great. I would definitely invite them, or invite some of your close friends that may have visited your church before that would follow them or have interest in them. I did this really strange thing where I accidentally invited all of my friends list. That was cool, but not needed. Obviously, people are like, what? But hey, free advertisement, right? You're going to want to stay informed about your page. This will just they'll give you notifications on like if someone commented on something, if someone showed interest in something, or whatever. So that's just what those little blue things are for. You can turn those off at any point, or if you don't want them at all in the front, that is totally fine. This is where you can take a tour. It'll show you around the bin and how to do the basic stuff. This makes it super easy to like switch back and forth between profiles. I have these are the other things that I have. This is like Church of the Epiphany, and I'll show you guys what that looks like in a little bit to give you some examples of stuff that you can share and things along that nature. But say I'm the admin, so this is me. It makes it easy to switch back and forth between accounts. That was a really quick tour. That's weird. This shows you what your page health looks like. Of course, the better the page, the healthier it looks, so it looks strong. This is adding the description, so you can just say Episcopal Church of Eden. You can even say Episcopola. Eden Sunday service at 10 a.m. Sunday school at 7 p.m. Oops. Okie dokie. So this is your bio, and you can share it onto your newsfeed so people know, like, oh, look, it's like a welcome page. Of course, introducing your friends, creating a welcome post. That's really cool because you can this is where you can get more lengthy about a little bit about yourself, what you guys represent, what you want to accomplish with your page. You can say, we're so excited to finally be part of the Facebook family. We hope to make grow our online presence. Facebook likes it when you capitalize their name because they're official. Okay. Leave page. Okay, I'll show you how to create an event later. But yay, so we made our first post. So we're back. I clicked on this little icon and it sent us back to just our regular profile. I did write a welcome post. Let me refresh. So now we're in the green. We're good. You do not have to link that WhatsApp, but it keeps coming up. Linking your website is of course essential in any business. If you don't have a website yet, that's something we could do a different time. And what I wanted to show you is your personal page has its own home feed. So obviously this is something that we just posted, but it allows us to connect with other pages that we can follow and keep up to date with. So some of the ones that I recommend is the Episcopal Diocese of North Carolina. Whoops. Can I spell? Because it is our branch of the diocese and we want to like and follow them. Let me go back. Follow and like them. And what they kind of post daily prayers, which is really cool, like the diocesan cycle of prayer. They also shared a cute little Thanksgiving thing, which was really nice. Some gospels, some links to like prayers and things like that. They did a live of the convention, which was really cool. We shared some of that onto our profile so that people could see what was going on and stay connected if they wanted to watch that. Because like the keynote speaker and all that stuff was really cool. You can, like, this is an episcopalnewsservice.org, which is just a website. This is just a cool story about a missioner for restorations and restitution begins her work by leading churches' stories. So that's something that I think was really cool. And I think that was also something that was celebrated at the convention. So you can always share that stuff to your parishioners, and that makes the big level go down to a more city level. Another page that you can follow is the Episcopal Church. They post a lot about Bishop Curry and his health. I think that was really interesting. They also have a lot of good resources, like free Advent and Christmas resources from the Episcopal Church. So they have like posts and how to make Advent wreaths and liturgical cool things like that. So if you click on their link, you can download and customize your own video based on this video, or you can get the Advent curriculum, download the Advent calendar, and the Advent calendar kind of looks like this, and you can kind of share that onto your profile each day. They have bulletin inserts, which is really cool. I'm sure you guys probably know about most of this stuff, but this is just a Advent curriculum. But they share stuff like this, so of course that's something that you're going to want to like and follow. Alright, let's say following. Okay. We have another one that I think is really cool. It's the Episcopal memes. This is just really neat because it gives a little funny comedic side of the church. And I don't know if you guys remember like those calendars, like the calendar funnies, and it was like, I don't know, I feel like my pastor always had one of those, but they had like jokes about the Christmas season, and I feel like that would be something to like laugh along with and share with each other and your parishioners, and that's just really cute, and it's very Episcopal, you know. I also recommend following like your local organizations like we follow like the City of Eden, so we can stay up to date with like local events and stuff that's happening in our town. So hopefully we can be more part of our town and our community, which is really important. It's just an important part of our business and what we represent. If you go back to the profile, I'm going to show you guys how to schedule post, which I feel like is a huge time saver in my opinion, because you can do like a month's worth of content, which is like what you want to, information that you want to get out to your parishioners in a few hours. So I always try to do it at the beginning of the month. Like I had went ahead and gone in for like December and posted some stuff or scheduled some stuff to post. Like say for example, you guys are doing a soup kitchen on December 1st. So you're going to click on the day and schedule post. You can also go over here to create posts and do it differently. So you can do just like a text, like soup kitchen today. And it's always cool to add like a photo. This isn't going to be relevant to the soup kitchen, but if you had a photo like with soup and or something very small like that, you can just go on Google and save a picture of chili or something and have that. It captures people's attention a lot quicker than just words. So that's why images are kind of important. From 3 to 5. Let's just do that. And I always try, if an event starts at 3, I always want to do it if it's a reminder. If this is like a first post thing, I try to do it like a week ahead. So if we have a soup kitchen on December 1st, I'm going to want to post it on like November 25th. Just so that it gets like people a week's time to kind of put it on their calendars and help them prepare. But if this is just like a reminder, soup kitchen from 3 to 5, I'm going to post that at like 12 or 1. So that gives people like 3 to 2 hours as a reminder, so that people can so it's kind of on the forefront of people's mind, like they'll see it in time to be able to go. If you are scheduling something that you want people to see, it's important to just kind of put yourself in the person's shoes, that you're like the viewer's shoes. So think about like, in the day of the life, when are you most likely going to be on your phone? I feel like most people check their phone like in the morning time, like after they're getting ready or while they're drinking their coffee, or just kind of like even in bed before they even get up, they may scroll on their phone a little bit. Everyone's kind of different in that aspect, but so I always post, it's important to post things from the time that people are going to be on their phone. So like from 7 to 9 is a good time. Also from like 11 to 1 when people are on their lunch break and they're just kind of like eating lunch and maybe, you know, wanting to watch some videos or something or scroll on their phone. And then again, maybe after work hours. So maybe from the times to like 3 to 5 or even like 4 to 6 when people are like just getting off work and they're going to like decompress for the day. Sometimes people mindlessly scroll on their phone. So those are some good times to schedule posts. And as you grow as a page, Facebook will start suggesting post times based on your audience and when they interact with your posts the most. You can also hit this button right here underneath the scheduling option and say active times. This right now says no active times to show because we're not an active page. But once you become an active page and get more traffic onto your page, the active times will become more obvious. And then you kind of want to go based on that. Like one of our most active times is when we do our live streams, just because that's when people know to come at that point. But of course, that's not something that you will see like right off. It's something that comes with time and growth and whatever. So I would start by posting, of course, morning, mid-afternoon, and evening, and just kind of see based on that when people start scrounging in. And as far as like where to get posts, I always go to Pinterest first. I look up, which you'll probably see, but church graphic design, and I'll just kind of scroll through, and like I said, the pictures kind of will capture the attention, and you can kind of add your own caption. And like this is like a Sunday thing, worship night, one invitation can change everything. Jesus is the way. Jesus gives more than just forgiveness. These are cute little things that you can just click, right click, save image, and say Jesus is forgiveness. And come back over here, go back to the planner, hit month, post. You can't post it before the day of, obviously, but you can post it anytime afterwards and within a month after that. They don't like you to kind of post more, like you just have like the month to kind of do it. So I'm just going to hit the 21st and say add photo here. And you can just leave it as the photo and schedule the photo. You can choose your time at any point. 10 a.m. is always an easy time to do, but you can post it at whatever time you think is going to fit best with your traffic and stuff. So we can schedule that, and then we don't have to think about it ever again. No, but we can schedule it. This is just the week of, like, say if you have like something every Tuesday, but you want to remind people that you have this event, then you can go down on the Tuesdays and do all that stuff. Like we have Sunday school on Tuesdays, so I'll always go through our Sunday schools at 5 o'clock, so I always will try to post it at 7 o'clock, so I always try to go in, post it like between 3 and 5 and say, hey, reminder, we'll be meeting tonight. So we'll go back home. I just exit out of this, and I will show you guys how to go and make an event. So we're going to go to our home, and we're going to go to our suggested, and we should have events over here. And events are important because I feel like there's a lot of people out there who will check out the events, like local events that's happening, or if you're in that area, and I'll show you how to do this too, but if there's ways that we can boost our events like within a couple of weeks of the event. So let's just say, I don't know what these are, so we're just gonna put this. Say this would be like a church, like church mass on December 24th. We're gonna do a midnight mass at 12 a.m. This is really important if you guys are doing it in person. You can just come here and add the location, and if you guys are doing it virtual, you have the option to do Facebook Live, and Rob is spectacular at that, so he can walk you through that. But if you guys have like a Zoom link or something, you can add the external link here and apply it here. And the details, again, short and sweet. You don't want anything like crazy going on. If this is something that's a repetitive event, like I said, we sometimes do Sunday school on Tuesdays, so we would repeat that event weekly. Down here, daily, which is, if you do something every day, but weekly, and that would post it every Tuesday or whatever until the end of time, or until you want it to end. There's also a way that you can customize it. So we have like a Bell Tower Treasures that is like every second Saturday of the month. So you can go through and click every second Saturday again until you run out of days. So that's really cool too. And that's how you can go ahead, schedule it out, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Except, of course, if you go... Did I make that event? No, I didn't make it. Sorry. So I was going to show you something. Can I spell Christmas? Christmas Mass, 24th at 12 a.m. We're going to do it in person at Church of the Epiphany. Details, see you at midnight. To welcome Jesus into the world. Again, co-host, you can actually co-host with other churches or other pages if you guys are together. We're going to create this event. And hopefully it'll carry us to the event. Okay. And this will tell you how to share it to other people. You want to start the discussion, so you want to post something in there, kind of get the conversation going. You want to pin the event to the featured section, which means that it's going to pin onto your profile and be like at the top of the profile, no matter what you share. And it is also a the other thing is boost event. So this is, I'm going to show you this example, and then I'm going to show you an example on how to do it on a post. This is like Facebook advertising, which is the most easiest way to advertise something ever, and it's actually like pretty affordable and you get a good amount of reach. I always suggest, if you are going to do if you're going to boost your event, do it like 2 weeks prior to the event. Don't do it any earlier or any less. You can do it a week before. I mean, that's fine, but I always suggest doing it like 2 weeks before so that it's on the forefront of people's minds. You can do it through targeting, which is just like people with certain interests, certain ages, or certain whatever. I mean, obviously you can do it from people ages 18 to 65 if you want a smaller audience, like 16 to 65 or whatever. That's totally fine. So this is a 28-day duration with $56. I think you can, like I said, we're going to try to do it 2 weeks before. So we're going to do it on the 10th, and we don't need to do it after the event. So we'll go down to up until the event. So that's 13 days. The least amount you can do is $1 a day. So let's just put it down to 13 or 14, whichever. Just because that's the least amount that you can do. Again, you can run like a week-long ad, and that's fine too. And you could do like a 4-day ad, and that would be like $5. And that's totally fine. But you get this kind of reach with that amount of budget, and I feel like that's really, really amazing. And of course, the more that people are interested in it, the more it gets shared, and then the more that it gets put onto other people's profiles. So that would just be a start, and then it would bloom into lots of other things. So that's really cool. That's just a preview. And so going back to our profile, and we made this post, and we want to boost the post. It is the exact same thing. It will just come up as sponsored, and of course that could be our budget. If you want to do a 5-day and do $5, that's totally fine, and you still have like this kind of reach, which is really cool. Because of course that's better than just like 10 people or 20 people. It gets the word out there, So that's awesome. Okay, so I did events, where to get posts. some post ideas aside from like getting it from like Pinterest and stuff. If you want to add like personal touches, you can get your really techie friend or something to record, even if you just do it on your phone, because you know your Facebook can be posted on your phone, to record like parishioners giving their testimonies on why they love the church or what they love about the church or little things like that, and you can post on here, because I feel like the more faces and personal you get, the better, especially when you are trying to get a certain type of people of like loving kindness, and you want to reap what you sow. You want to like put out there what you want to give back, so you want to be welcoming and inviting, and you want to kind of encourage that into your page however you think is best. I will show you guys our Epiphany page. It's of course not perfect, but it's just an example of one that is live and interactive. So we have our location. See, our intro just says Episcopal Church in Eden, Rockingham County, North Carolina, Sunday service at 10 a.m., which we can again edit that at any point that we would like. Ours is Episcopal Church. This is our location, phone number, website and all that stuff. I don't know what the rating is, but I know if you go here to reviews, anybody can add a review, and of course, I guess the more reviews you get, the better. This is some of our upcoming events. Some things that we shared. We did Small Business Saturday because we want to support our local neighborhood and encourage that among our parishioners. We shared this from the Episcopal Church. It's just the collect for Thanksgiving Day. We shared this for Thanksgiving Day. It's just a quick little prayer. Which of course we're like, Happy Thanksgiving, Epiphany family. We're so thankful for each and every one of you. Through the ups and downs. You are with us always. Okay. And just this cute little photo. It's like things that are in my control, out of my control. Encouraging things are always good to post. Sharing like a little verse and then some background about that verse and what it means to be thankful, because that's what season we're in, of giving thanks and being grateful. Again, we shared this from the Episcopal Church. I feel like sometimes getting the big church to come down into like a smaller scale is really neat. It makes people feel like they belong to something greater. Like, of course, our churches are important and full of love and full of God's word, and we adore it, but we also want to see that we are part of something bigger. Like here, we shared some photos from the convention, and like I said, we shared some, we shared the live video and stuff when Bishop Curry was going through his health scares and stuff. We were sharing updates to our parishioners because that was important to us. Sharing like the Uptown Eden is our next door neighbor, so I think it's important to share stuff like this and to get our people involved in the small stuff in our community, because we want to be a part of our community and support. Going out and supporting one another is an important part for us. In our local high school, of course, we want to share that kind of stuff. Again, helping our parishioners be aware of what is going on in the big church is important. Churches Beyond Borders being really cool and nifty, and maybe something that some of our people are interested in. So those are just some things that we shared. Our events are up here, like I was saying, and hold on, scrolling to the top. Okay, the featured, our events are always up here. We post our Sunday service, and we do that weekly at Sunday, 10 a.m. Our Laundry Love, we do that every first Saturday of the month, so we go ahead and post that so people know. I went ahead and posted a couple of our services for December, and even our chili cook-off, which is happening in January. I posted some of that stuff, so if you guys have stuff like that going on, go ahead and get it out there, and then by the time it gets closer, you can boost it, whatever you want to do. Just for people who are looking for a place to be this time of year. It's fun and important. I believe that's all that I was going to show you. This is our suite, which we have. Our Instagram is linked to our Facebook, and that way anytime we post on Facebook, it goes to Instagram, and if anytime we post on Instagram, it goes to Facebook, and it's just one fluid thing, so we don't have to worry about having to like double post. This is gonna be our month of November, and all the stuff we've posted in November, December. These are some of the stuff that we have scheduled. Just little random posts about Advent and things like that. These are our messages, which is our to-do list, is check unread messages, which someone else will have to do that. I think another thing that I wanted to show you was, it's not on here actually. If you go to your church settings, so you're on your page and your settings are over here. Sorry about that. New pages experience right here, and you will come up to the manage and view access. I have Rob and Linda here to help manage, and this is how you add an admin. This just kind of tells you the page experience. In order to add an admin, the person has to be following the page. So you can only add people who are following. So like Vicky Petty, she's my mom. She can be an admin. You would just click her name, and this would be what they all have access to. You can give them full access or just partial access. Like if you give them partial access, which would allow them to do ads, look at the insights, messages and calls, content, but you don't want them to have the ability to delete the page. If you have like trust issues or something, I don't know, then you can give them access to delete the page or not. If you want to be the main person, that's totally fine. But that is just an example of how to add admins to your page, and they do have to accept that somewhere on their end. And these are just like random things. Page status, if you want to make sure that you're not breaking any rules or recommendations or whatever. Facebook badges, if you want to give people top fan, rising fan badges, and makes them feel important if they are a top contributor of the thing. That brand collabs, we're not going to do that. Branded collaboration, like content, is if you are like working with a company, or a company has reached out to you to advertise for them, and you do like videos for them or something. We're not going to do any of that stuff though. So I mean, if you guys do end up doing that, that's awesome. And I can help you with that if you want me to, but it's not something that we need to do today or cover. But I feel like that is some of the basics of how to create a Facebook page. If you have any questions, Rob has my contact information. If you do call me and I don't answer, if you leave a voicemail or a text message, I will definitely get back to you. If you send me an email, I'm more than likely going to respond faster, just because I do take time out of each day to check my email. And it's something that I can kind of respond to throughout the day. Not just, I just don't have access to like phone calls when I'm at work. Just because I don't have service at work, and I work in surgery, so I don't really have time to like answer phone calls at any hour of the day, unfortunately. But leave a message or email and I'll be able to get back to you. This is an example, of course, of the profile picture and the cover photo that you guys can do. But I think that covers most of the basics on what kind of how to start a church thing. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for stopping in. I'm so sorry if this went over time, but thank you for tuning in. And like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know. Rob can probably help you out with going live and the website, because I don't do that aspect. I can help you with the website if you need me to, but that's not something that I currently am told to walk through. But I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you guys in person at the next meeting.